such an asshole.
Time to bust some balls. Good morning, Aaron. Longtime subscriber to your channel, and I've always referred to your past videos for guidance or questions I've had while living in this rock. I'd like to provide a small background on myself. All right, so I got to really anonymize a lot of things because you got a pretty cool background. It's pretty cool. You are a still young man. I don't care what type of man you are. You guys don't have to tell me your racial background. It really is, unless you're asking about your. My mom says to hate all white people because they're the white devil, and Yakub's made them in his labs back in the desert. Okay, then maybe we talk about race. Your race is inconsequential otherwise. And currently living in a leftist crap hole. I'm employed as a special type of policeman. All right, there's the police, and then there's special type of policemen. And you're in a major metro. I recently tested for a exam to get promoted to a certain rank. Scored very high and should be promoted either this year or next at the latest. I like to provide salary and figures OT to put things into perspective. I make over 6 figures right now. So you're just that special policeman, and now you make good money. All right. And we'll advance to a 25% raise on that. In this new position, if you were to get it, you would make mid-range, you'd be making 150s, 160s. If you got promoted beyond that, you're in the 180s, and then promoted beyond that, you're almost looking at $250,000. And then if you wanted to become the police chief, well, okay, hold on there, Bucky. I think you need tits for that. To be perfectly honest, I know you're not a white male. You're like, I got it. Oh, wait, let me introduce you to Shaniqua. Not only is she not white and not a male. All right, so she's beat you there already, son. You got to look at that penis you got there. Not police chief material, I'm sorry, but she likes licking vag. So she's obviously more qualified than you. Just go look up 2 police chiefs ago in Minneapolis. Here's my lesbian BFF. And look how Minneapolis turned out. All right. But then you got to be political. See, now I might go join the police. I'd be doing it for fun. I don't want to be a police chief. I don't want to do paperwork. I want to be out in the streets. I don't want to look at a desk. If you were aiming to become police, that's a political position. Now you're a politician. You want to become a politician? You want to be doing a beat. You get a handsome wage moonlighting, working. A lot of places will hire cops for protection and security, and they make a pay there. Average between $25,000 and $40,000 in extra pay. As you can see, officers here and my department specifically make lucrative money in my position, in my opinion. This doesn't include the fact that we have a pension. I'd be age of 50 and 55 respectively. I've respected the law enforcement profession since I was a kid and I was growing up with my grandfather. I've been in for several years now. However, I am starting to feel my time here is dwindling. You've been there for a whole, not even 10 years. Guys, he's been there for several years, not even 10. Yeah. It's like he's middle-aged. He's almost got to think about his exit out now. First approach to the jobs, camaraderie and ball busting with the other guys, the male-dominated space, money, the cat and mouse games in order to find the bad guy. Legitimately helping victims, catching the bad guy, and my schedule. And you list your schedule there. Guys, you don't have to list your schedule. Now for some of the cons. Oh, God. Cracks knuckles and begins typing like a millennial. I don't feel fulfilled. Essentially, the work, dude, you got the best job in the world. Like one of the funnest, coolest jobs guys can have. You're overpaid, I think, frankly. I don't know what the cost of living are in your town. Maybe you're not, but I'm like, okay, that's too much money. It's just too much money. But you got a good union, all right? You get to chase the bad guys. You get to do it in a clever way too. And you're not happy. What do you mean it doesn't look good? It doesn't get to look any better than this. It doesn't get better, man. It doesn't get better than that. Now, in fairness, okay, what you're running into is what every human being runs into. It's not specific to you, and that is novelty. I've talked about this before. Everything becomes novel. Your hot, big-titted, red-headed wife, you'll get sick of her. Your favorite ice cream, you'll get sick of. And this job, which is about as good of a job as you could possibly get as a dude, you'll get sick of it. I've even talked to Sterling Cooper, the porn star, and he's like, yeah, some days I don't want to go to work. Some days he doesn't want to have sex with women. This is natural, but you cannot let the fact that novelty, everything has a shelf life of novelty, and you will not be as excited about it as your first day. I remember my first day as a rookie working security fondly. How does the radio work? Oh, am I going to embarrass myself on the radio? But inevitably, everything just loses its novelty. That doesn't mean it's no longer a good job or the best job you could get. And you're just like, oh, maybe I'll try something else. I guarantee you, even if it's being a porn star, it will get boring too. And this just, I don't know what, you're paid six figures. You ain't that old. You're on a promotion track, it seems, if you want it. You got a unique special job within the police department. You get to chase. You're actually doing something good for society. You're not some paper pusher at Wells Fargo who the meteorite could hit and it wouldn't matter. Nothing would. I mean, most of Wells Fargo's could just their employees could just bloop, disappear. Thanos snap. Nothing happens. Oh, we're still embezzling your money. And it's not even that the grass is greener on the other side. It's that the grass will turn brown on the other side after you spend enough time on the other side. Dude, you got guys busting your balls. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't. It doesn't. You got a pension? Cappy. It literally, if we were to translate this into wife, my hot, long-haired, red-headed wife with big tits who likes to have threesomes with platinum blonde big-titted platinum blondes. She says she wants to give me 3 blowjobs a week instead of just her standard 2. What do I do? Then she's going to cook for me. She asked me if I wanted bacon on my homemade pizza. I don't know. Is this as good as it gets? Meanwhile, what's your rank and file millennial your age doing? Begging for a student loan bailout? Living at home? What? Yeah, I know, man. I know. Playing Red Dead Redemption the second time is not as good as playing it the first time, but it is not good. Unless we'll get to it, but man, it doesn't get any better. It just doesn't. I can't convey that. So, I mean, if anything, I'd recommend you go. If there's a job or a career or a profession that interests you, why don't you work it on the side very part-time and then say, hey, wait a minute. This got boring after 3 weeks too. I don't even know if I'd change your position. Boy, I could do that forever. You got guys to pick on you, man. You got guys to bust your balls. What more do you want? Oh. Essentially, the work hasn't been very challenging mentally, and as much as I get along with a few of the guys and gals I work with, I'd estimate 90% are incompetent, lazy, fat, and idiotic. Yeah, everywhere else. What do you think you're going to find? Walmart's going to be a better team? In addition, I've seen political corruption and idiotic bureaucracy which hinders police work. No, real? Oh, well, because I know working in banking, there was no ineptitude or corruption. Matter of fact, all the other industries I've worked in have been completely void of stupid people, ineptitude, and corruption. Oh, you are young in a certain way. I've had victims lie to my face about false domestic charges and false sexual assault charges. Dude, you want to feel good about yourself? Why don't you snuff out the fake allegations and save a guy from going to jail? I can't even do your level of work. I tell people not to major in dumb crap, go into the military, grow a sack of nuts, and quit being pussies. That's generally 85% of what I do here. Right? You keep innocent people out of jail. You save lives. You expose lying bitches. I'm not a big fan of making a difference because I don't believe, it's like you either do good or you don't. Not everyone has to make a difference. You legit get to make a difference, a serious difference in a lot of people's lives. At the end of the day, I'm overpaid babysitter. Well, you're a cop. Yeah. I don't mind the danger, the stress on my body, the traumatic images, but the above has been gnawing at my core. I feel as if I'm an intelligent, ambitious, hardworking man with an average above IQ. I've got to play around this email because so many other men out there need your guidance, but I've hit a stone wall mentally. I don't know whether to quit or apply don't quit. God Christ, don't. Jeez. Got this redheaded wife that does everything I want. Should I kick her to the freaking curb and go get a 304? Like, just hang on. This is a drastic measure. I got a scratch on my wrist. Should I cut my hand off? Because so many other men out there hit a stone. I don't know whether to quit or apply my energy elsewhere and keep this job as a paycheck for the easy money. Financial goals and other retirement information. I don't need it. You got a fiance, minimalist. She pays down her student loan debt. Good for her. Good for her. God bless you. You take her out to a nice dinner. I told you to do so. Other things about myself. I don't need this. I don't need this. I wish I saw your channel in 2030. What do you need my channel for? You're doing better than I am. You're doing better, certainly at that age. You got hobbies. Don't need to know this. I understand how fortunate I may have this day. I have a good woman, great friends, some crappy family, but on paper, everything's, however, something is leaving me unfulfilled. I believe the source of my dilemma is the policing profession in this era. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I was doing my best not to ramble. All right, look. Oh, well, then I asked you. I said, all right. What about the Marshal Service or the FBI? Okay, you may not find it the most rewarding, but you fit well in this field and all the ancillary benefits that you get. All right, so you're not mentally stimulated. So I said, all right, why not go super pro? FBI, Marshal Service, one of the federal agencies. And then you said, oh, here it is. Option 1, special agent position. Diplomatic security for the State Department. Very cool agency. Get to travel around different embassies in the world and also get a law enforcement of okay. Also, the U.S. Marshals, those guys are just badass. The issue is I'd be taking a pay cut and wouldn't be back to where I'm currently am for 5 years. In addition, the federal pension sucks compared to my state. Option 2, I've already studied some CompTIA material and would like to take exam. There you go. There you go. All right, so you have a hankering for computer networking, computer security, and you're doing exactly what you should be doing. So it's outside of the cops. There's a master's program near me. Um, I think before you apply for a school program, take your certifications. Study for those certifications. Get your certifications. Why not? Test just for the sake of S's and G's. And then see if you like that. And then run that on the side and get that mental itch. But man, I would see, even there's a problem going with the feds. I know you think 90% of the people you're surrounded by idiots, but won't you lose your team? Won't you lose your guys? Like you like, man, if I lost my poker team, I already kind of miss those idiots right now. I haven't played poker in Rapid City in a long time, but that's kind of your family, isn't it? Um, not to say you wouldn't have a new family, but okay, so you could go federal agencies, you're contemplating that. Why not try something different within your own department? If you want some more mentally stimulating or just stimulating in general, why not SWAT? How about forensic scientists, the detective work? Um, I, you just got it so good, man. And you don't know, you really don't know how good you got it. That I'm afraid if you leave, even with the feds, you'd be missing out. So, I mean, the pay is good. Sounds like you get along with some guys at the place. If there is something within that police department you could do, maybe you get promoted to sergeant. Okay. You're still out there. I don't know if it's more mentally stimulating. I don't know. It's just more paperwork, frankly. But forensic science, detective, SWAT, I'm not too familiar with police departments. Like, what other departments are there you could work for? Um, yeah, that's what I would do. But if that ain't scratching your itch, or something within, a different department or different division within within the police department, go the feds. I guess that'd be more of that, whatever, the State Department security. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think you're doing the right thing on the side. Sounds like you got a little bit of extra time. Yeah, study your computer science. And here's the thing. Let's say you find out you really want to go into computer networking for whatever reason. This is your song. Then you switch to that full time, but keep your toe at the police department part time. Just so you got those guys. Just so you're doing a real job, because you'll do subnetting and set up firewalls or whatever else they're doing now in computer security nowadays. You'll get sick of it, and then you're gonna miss those guys, and you're gonna miss patrolling. You're gonna even miss the stupid people. But yeah, I would absolutely not give it up. Did have to reserve. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. Try and do something within the department you're in right now that would intellectually stimulate you. Not having that, computer science, computer networking, hobby on the side, build up a little side business maybe. And then if that still doesn't make you happy, all right, then go become a fed. But doesn't your girlfriend or your fiance, sounds like she's employed? I'd really hate to give up that job. I'd really hate to give up that job. All right. Any super chats? Oh, whoa. Mad Dog, $1. Thank you very much. Ralph Raphael, $5. Hey, Cappy, my best friend is considering going to the Army and doing the 2-year contract and then studying computer science at Western Governors University. Would you still recommend the Army? Well, yeah. Look, guys, it doesn't matter. I don't care whatever branch of the Army, military you want to go into, go do it. The whole reason of going into the military is to get the GI Bill, so you don't have to pay for college, and to get lifelong health insurance. That's all it is. Blanco Boy, 20 generous dollars. Referring back to the Walmart in Portland video, I did my taxes last week. I made $84,000 in Virginia last year, but best gross income ever. But take home was $64,000. Have never been that combination of depressed and rage filled. That's actually kind of low. That's only like 25%. It's not bad. Wait till you start making $300,000. I don't make 300,000, but your taxes go way up. You got to pay for all those Democrat white liberals who poop in the streets to join Antifa in Portland so they could steal stuff from Walmart. Wow, another $20 one. Thanks, guys. Why the math? $20. Cause I'm bored. Okay, you can be bored all you want. Why my math? If you get a question too for $20, you get a lot of characters. You can send in a question. All right, there you guys go. All right, that's it. Link below, obviously, is how not to become a millennial. Where is everybody? There's only 100 people. Is everyone at church? What's going on? Oh, well, maybe it's an off day. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.